right, look like the Lions have Jahmyr Gibbs on the pitch count. I know a lot of people who parlay and play fantasy football were saying that they should have been giving the ball to Jahmyr Gibbs more than David Montgomery because he was more explosive, he was faster. But it seemed that they got a plan to have Jahmyr Gibbs on the pitch count to last throughout the season, that they're not going to run him in the ground, neither through the passing game or on the ground, obviously. Let's talk about it. Check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'm perfectly fine with it. I mean, you want to use them sparingly. Some people say, well, they don't want to show their full hand to the NFL right now, but I think they're gonna ease them into the offense. That's what I think they're gonna do. They're gonna ease them out there. They're gonna bang Montgomery up the middle, pause, and then they're gonna just use Jahmyr Gibbs here and there. His ability to run tough between the tackles, his ability to finish runs off and be physical, his ability to catch the ball, his ability to get chunks and just keep the defense on their toes. So when he come in the game, you don't know if it's going to be a toss, is it going to be a pass, is it going to be a block and release. Is he going to go out there and run some routes? I mean, he keep you guessing. So, and I think how they utilized Montgomery yesterday, I think you do that. You continue to do that. And you keep some of that in the bag. I think you continue to keep some of that in the bag until you really, really need it at critical moments when you want to put them out at wide, put them in the slot, do some screen things, do some running back screens, do some wildcats and double reverse verses and stuff like that with them. So, I second the pitch count. I second it. Let Montgomery, I like to see Montgomery a little bit more in the passing game because he can also do that. But, yeah, save him a little bit. Ain't no point in use them all up right now. Shit, if you want to, get a little Craig Reynolds going in there. Let him kind of like soften the defense up a little bit too. So, yeah, I don't have an issue with him being on the pitch count. You don't want him getting 20, 30 touches a game right away. Only when need be. And Montgomery's shown to be a durable player, throughout his tenure in the NFL. Obviously, most of it before getting here, all of it before getting here with the Chicago Bears. So, yeah. But, yeah, let Montgomery continue to do his thing and, and sprinkle in Jahmyr Gibbs here and there. I don't have a problem with it. I'm not playing fantasy football or nothing like that, or I play FanDuel. That's about it. But, I think you continue to be judicious when you're using them. And there come a time where he get hot, well, shit, then we going to feed him. It's going to be times where David Montgomery get hot when he on the goal line, or Montgomery, getting off them tough chunk plays. So Montgomery softened the defense up, and then here comes Jahmyr Gibbs benefited from it. Jahmyr Gibbs stretched the defense out. Here comes David Montgomery. He going to benefit from that as well, too. And, Montgomery picked up some good blocks yesterday in pass protection. Everybody talked about the offensive line, but also the backs, like Montgomery was blocking last night as well, too. Laporta had a really good block as well, too. So, but, nonetheless, man, I don't have an issue with it. At some point his production will ramp up. At some point, he will become a larger part of the game plan. But right now it's the David Montgomery show in the backfield, and I definitely don't have a problem with it. I definitely don't. Montgomery played a really good game yesterday. And everybody said, well, Montgomery's so slow. I mean, compared to Jahmyr Gibbs and Pacheco, I mean, shit. But he still has 73 rushing yards. And that's all you wanted to do. You didn't want him to go out there and get, 20-some carries for 200 yards. Nah, what you was trying to do was just milk the clock and keep the ball out of Patrick Mahomes' hand. And that might have been another reason why, Jahmyr Gibbs kind of really wasn't utilized a little bit more, because it was more about ball control, keeping it a 20-21 game, not letting it go into a shootout, even though Jared Goff is undefeated versus Patrick Mahomes, which I didn't know that until that sign showed up at the game. So yeah, I think it's more about it was more about the game plan, but I also think they're going to ease him in there, and they don't want to show everything. But I think him pitch count, just trying to keep him healthy as possible. You don't drive a Ferrari everywhere you go, you know what I'm saying, especially in bumpy roads. So just utilize them where they need to utilize them at. And he right now, him, Josh Reynolds, Khalif Raymond, and James Mitchell, they big play guys. St. Brown chunk plays too, but those are your primary explosive guys until Jahmyr get back. So So it's gonna be interesting to see, more what they do with him out wide and what they do with him offensively. We've seen some pitches, some things up the middle. He keeping them honest on all three phases, catching the ball, misdirections. So they got a little creative with him last night, but it was the Montgomery show. Montgomery gonna take the pounding pause. But now I like to see Montgomery get involved in that passing game too, because I think everybody is anticipating that Montgomery is going to, work the middle, pause. But now I think he could do some things on that edge and in the passing game to throw some people off. You see Gibbs, he did everything yesterday from the inside to the outside, pause, everywhere, catching the ball. So now I think you want to get Montgomery, instead of just running between the tackles, you want to off tackle. You want to get him catching the ball out in space, because he can catch the ball. You kind of want to do some different things with him as well too. But yeah, I'm pretty fine with how they used Jahmyr Gibbs yesterday, sparingly. Because it's gonna come a time where Montgomery might not be 100%. He gonna need Gibbs to pick him up. It's gonna come a time where Gibbs might not be 100%. He gonna need Montgomery to pick him up. So they won. You think Campbell and Ben Johnson care about your parlay, Ninja? No. But they won. So, but, good victory. But yeah, you be like, how long can you see him on the pitch count until they really need him? They need to really get in that bag, and they need to utilize him. So, who knows when that can come? Who knows when, if it will come, But, I think a lot of people was clamoring for more, seeing what Jahmyr Gibbs did yesterday, and I think they got a plan to kind of limit his usage early in the season and then kind of ramp it up. So Montgomery is going to be that enforcer, and Gibbs is going to be that guy that come in and benefit from it as well too. So it seemed like they got a nice little rhythm going, but I think last night game plan was to soften up the Kansas City defense, and we play off that. So they had to commit to stopping Montgomery. Then you had to worry about Gibbs, stopping Gibbs, but then St. Brown, Laporta played well. They hit a lot of different areas. So, but nonetheless, let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. That subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live or drop video. Hit the link tree. Find me on X, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Appreciate the love, support. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Mercy Sports Talk. Don't forget to check out my main channel, Goodfella TV, right here on YouTube. Appreciate everybody for supporting that. It's Goodfella TV. One time for the one time. Mercy Sports Talk. Check out Detroit Lions top playlist. Peace.